evening with all of you, especially with such a large gathering, with such a eminent and distinguished guest. It's really a pleasurable duty. Thank you so much. I know there's a paucity of time and I'll try to keep it as short as possible. Today, we are talking about digital transformation. Wherever you go, you will hear this transformation, digital transformation. And yes, there's a lot of transformation happening in digital space, be it smart city, be it IoT, be it in ICT space. A lot of things are happening. Be it in medical, medical field. I'm told that Samsung, is developing a wearable sensor which can monitor the brain waves and can detect the early stages of strokes. Just imagine. Columbia University biological engineers, they have invented a chip which you can attach with the smartphone, and in 15 minutes it can test, it can do the blood testing for HIV and syphilis. There's another company who has invented a breath analyzer by means of which you can detect cancer and other serious ailments. Thus think the kind of transformation happening. Okay, Apple, they have got their own program. Samsung, they have got their own program. Google Fit, they have got their own program. Dr. Nayak talked about driverless car. So those are transformation happening all across. Next slide, please. So today, if you look at, you start with bank. Today bank is in your mobile. You virtually do anything from your mobile. Look at any industry for that matter. Look at manufacturing industry. They have all the applications, and those applications are not. There was a time when companies, they wanted to keep everything in their own data center or server room. Today, they don't want to keep it in their server room. They want to keep it elsewhere because they feel that that's not their core job. Their core job is to focus in the manufacturing, let the IT management part of it done by the people who understand it the better. Okay, so that way, if you look at any segment, be it healthcare or financial services, bank and financial services, travel, there's a lot of things which are happening. Next. Thank you. Yeah. So today, there was a time, if you look at in the telecom side, okay, the advancement that has happened in the last 10 years or so, we started from X.25 to IP network, to frame relay, to MPLS. Today we are talking about software defined network. On the computer, right from magnetic tapes to mainframe to client server. And today we are talking about third platform, cloud, etc. Okay, so there's the kind of advancement or transformation that is happening. So we have to keep pace with that. Okay, so today what we are doing today, what we are doing, Sify, as an organization, one is we are creating a network because you need access. And then, like for smart city, you have a command center, which is, they say, that is the spinal cord of your smart city project. Okay, where you need to, because in IoT, you have hundreds. They are saying by 2020, you will have 26 billion of devices which will be connected. Just imagine the kind of data which these devices will generate. What you do with this data? You need to store this data, you need to track this data, you need to analyze this data, and you have to make sense out of this data. You have to act on this data. So it needs lot of infrastructure, right from your connectivity to data center. And today, one of my predecessors, he talked about when you set up a data center and when you built a data center, today you create a data center, your requirement is X, tomorrow it becomes X plus 1, then day after tomorrow it is X plus 2. How long you keep on? Because you cannot gauge the requirement 3 years down the line, 4 years down the line. So the model that we have is, okay, whatever you need today, you take it, and as you grow, I give you on a kind of pay-per-use model. Okay, that's the kind of model we have. One is the transformation which is happening in the technology per se, and the other is the transformation which is happening in the model itself. Puneet. Go next. Okay, so whatever we are doing today, be it smart city, the ultimate objective of smart city is to give good services to the citizen of the state. Okay, for an enterprise, it is giving good services to its customer. Okay, so it is the end customer, or it is your consumer. Okay, so ultimately that's where you want to give the services. We talked about emerging technologies, we talked about cloud technologies, smart machines, it is machine to machine, it is machine to people, it is people to people, okay? So that's where the technology is going. And when we go for digital transformation, one is the consumer, the end customer who will get benefited because of this advancement in technologies, then the enterprise who provide these services, okay, and then the service provider, the role of the service provider come, wherein we provide you with agile IT services, which will give you, say, roadmap for the next 5 years. You do not have to worry about the technology obsolescence. You do not have to worry about the scalability. The entire responsibility is being taken care of by service provider like us. And as I said, ultimate objective is to give unified experience to customer. It's fine. Okay. Now, this is very important. What Sify is uniquely doing is, today we have number of data centers within the country, and these data centers are interconnected. Not our data center alone. We have at least 45 data centers in India. Okay, all those 45 data centers are interconnected. Not just that, you as an end customer, you might decide to use, say, AWS cloud, or you might decide to go for Microsoft Azure as a cloud. So what we have done is, these data centers we have connected with the cloud, these big cloud service provider across the globe. Okay, so you have one seamless cloud infrastructure, not just Sify cloud, or for that matter NetMagic cloud, or for that matter TCL cloud. You have one global cloud network which are interconnected through a high-speed fiber. So that's what we call it, and that is further connected with your social network like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. So that's we call a social world. So it is a kind of connectivity between your within India and forming one large global cloud. That's what we call SmackNet, and that's what you will need, because if you look at the very definition of the IoT, it is any device with a on-off switch which gets connected to internet. The moment you connect to internet, which means you cannot ignore social media. So this forming of this SmackNet network is of paramount importance. And then So you have your applications. So ultimate aim is to have a seamless access to the applications. But then for that, you need to have a network which is seamless, which can be upgraded. And then you need to have the infrastructure to put that applications. Okay, so you have a technology partner, you have a connectivity partner, you have a data center partner, you might decide to keep some applications in cloud, you have a cloud partner. So the more and more vendor you have, the more and more service provider you have, the complex it becomes. So it is important that you choose one or two and you have say one window solution probably, so that you can go to one service provider when you have any issues. Okay. So the approach is, even for smart city project, in Orissa, if you look at where we already have established a large wireless network, we are further adding to it. We are doing a Metro Ethernet fiber network within Bhubaneswar. And because of the IoT, because of smart cities, it is not only cloud, but there will also be a requirement for edge data center. Okay, so because lot of data will be created or generated, say, within Bhubaneswar city itself. And those data needs to be stored, analyzed, and action needs to be taken on those data. Otherwise, be it smart city or IoT, will not make much of sense. Okay? So that's all from me. And one point I felt, I talked about innovative model. Today, one example I'd like to give you, a electricity distribution company, they have taken the entire IT infrastructure, right from application to infrastructure to connectivity. But they said that we are not going to pay you for connectivity, we are not going to pay you for your data center. We will pay you, and your payment should be aligned to our business outcome. Okay, they said that we have 1.8 lakhs consumer and we raise a monthly bill, so your billing should be as per subscriber. So we have given a model to them. Okay, so this is your business outcome based model, and that's the electricity company that we have done. So you have seen there number of components are there, but they don't care. They said that I need seamless application access and I will pay you per bill basis. A medical company is saying that you give me whatever is required, but I will pay you per patient or per test basis. So that is the kind of innovative models that we have started providing, and we have taken we are one of the pioneer in who is offering these models. Okay. Okay. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.